Really quick, want to let you guys know I'm running a huge sale. Shirts, $15. The first 3 people to buy a shirt are going to get a rug free. Anyone that buys a rug will get both shirts for free. Link will be down below. When you want them, you want them. When you don't, you just forget about them and you're really on to the next. So with those bids, it's like there could be a huge just crash and then you're still overpaid. So you're really not getting a deal. I constantly feel like I keep bringing this up in videos. We're in such an interesting time in the sneaker game, which is dope for a lot of people. I mean, interesting in the aspect of it's an opportunity to really get some of your grails and save some money if you have the money to spend. You know what I'm saying? In today's video, I wanted to curate it strictly towards eBay. I wanted to give you guys a breakdown of the buying process. I just got in some Travis Air Max 1, so I kind of wanted to talk about that whole situation and how it went down. And I also want to talk to you guys about how to save money. eBay has always, man, from as long as I can remember, I got the best steals on eBay, and it hasn't changed by any means. And I wanted to give you guys some signals and signs and just some, I guess, things to get your mind going when it comes to negotiating for the shoes that you really want. Because at the end of the day, a good amount of people that put sneakers on eBay are typically just trying to go for the quickest flip. You can get a pretty good idea on if this person is a reseller or if they're just a regular sneakerhead who most likely is just trying to get rid of some shoes. And on eBay, there's a healthy mix, especially with their new authentication program, which, you know, let's just talk about that. These whole authentication programs, like, I'm not really that big of a fan of them, specifically just because I don't like the delay in where you have to wait for your sneakers. So it's like you buy, then the seller ships to pretty much like SneakerCon. They do the legit checking. They ship it to their facility. They legit check it. Then they ship it out. And it's just kind of like this whole ordeal that, I mean, I get it. It gives people a peace of mind, especially if you're a new buyer. I know a lot of people that shopped on eBay and they have tons of fake sneakers without even knowing. They didn't even have the slightest clue to knowing that they have fake shoes. So I get it. I feel like a lot of people that go to eBay are, I would say, newbies to the sneaker game. There was a time where there was tons of fakes on eBay, and I'm sure there still is, but the amount has definitely downsized since they did the new authentication program. So it has its pros, it has its cons. In terms of getting sneakers cheap, I want to say, and it's all relative, you know. To me, cheap is a shoe that was $500, $600, $700 going for like $250. That's a steal, you know what I mean? So it's all going to be relative. I mean, you might find some sneakers that are used for under $100, but I highly doubt it. In this game, you're always going to have to pay to play, but the nice thing is you can at least get deals. So the first thing that you want to look for when you search up a sneaker is if they have buy it now as well as make an offer. The fact that they have make an offer shows that, you know, they're flexible within the price. A lot of people will just put buy it now and that's the firm price. Don't even bother them. It's not even worth it. You can try, but I more so would try to wheel and deal with people that have make an offer. You can shoot them a DM and be serious about it. Don't lowball them too crazy or they'll just ignore your message. Shoot them something that's realistic. And I know a lot of times we're just kind of like, ooh, like, let me just see how low can I get them. But the worst thing you can do is message a seller and say, hey, what's the lowest price you'll take? When people message me that, I personally just don't even respond. Negotiating is key, guys. Negotiating and patience. Just because some person blows you off doesn't mean the next person won't say yes. Now, a prime example is these. So let's go ahead and talk about the process of ordering on eBay and negotiating, because with these specifically, which I think they've dropped in price since I purchased them, and that's just a part of the game, man. Sometimes sneakers drop. So I had set myself with a budget for these, a little steeper than typical. I just wanted to get a deal. At the time, these were going for $500. I don't know exactly what they're going for now. I don't even want to check because it's just one of those things. I'm happy with the sneaker. It is what it is. So I had sent messages to multiple sellers that had a size 12. I kept on saying, hey, would you take 400? Hey, would you take 450? And sometimes you kind of have to adjust with the prices. At first, you know, I wanted to buy them for 400. I realized, you know, that's just not realistic at the time of the market for it. Like, you know, if I probably was more patient, I probably could have saved some more money. So I first started out DMing everyone, hey, would you take 400 for these? I'm PayPal ready, like ready to buy right now. Crickets. I didn't hear anything back. Again, it happens. Then I bumped it up to 430. And that's when you'll have someone counter with you. Oh, you'll do 430? Oh, I'll do 475. And then you're like, okay, well, I'll do 440. If they really about that life, they'll hit you with 450. Cool, run that. So I ended up ordering these on July 6th. The seller shipped them to the facility wherever they verify them. And moral of the story, I ended up getting them on July 14th. So it took 8 days. And that's the thing that I'm kind of talking about with all these authentication programs on Gold, on StockX, eBay, any of that. Before, you could order shoes and typically get them within 2 to 3 days. You know, like it was just priority shipping if you knew what you were doing. Now it can take up to a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've heard people wait for months from StockX even specifically. And then you have Go on the other hand, who charges like out the wazoo for you to get your shoes right away because they're already verified. So it's kind of annoying just based on the fact that, you know, I get it. These companies are really just taking advantage of people needing shoes ASAP. And if you don't have a sneaker store in your area, it's tough to get them. So, I mean, later down the line, if I can figure out a quicker way to get sneakers, I'll make a video about that. But anyway, back to the process. Took 8 days. They arrived. Meet your soulmates. Came in this box right here, as you guys can see. eBay authenticity guarantee. Nice packaging. I mean, peace of mind. It's nice when you're spending this kind of money, just to have that peace of mind. You're not getting a crushed box. You get like this little tag, and this isn't a sponsored video for eBay or anything. I'm just giving you guys a breakdown of how to negotiate and how to really wheel and deal and get sneakers for the price that you feel comfortable paying. You don't always got to be hit over the head. And especially with what's going on now and prices dropping more and more, you can really get some deals, and all you got to do is ask. So many people are like, oh man, I'll never pay that price, but they never go out of their way to just ask if they'll take this. You know, like, oh, you want 400? I got 300. Some people are desperate for money. Some people aren't like resellers like that. They just got lucky, hit on the sneaker, and they just want to get rid of it as soon as possible and make a few extra bucks. But I mean, there are those greedy people out there too that they'll hold a sneaker for 5 years on eBay, never sell it, and still be super firm on the price, man. That's just how some people operate. Here they are right here. I ended up getting them in the Baroque colorway. I thought these were just so hard. And yeah, I mean, you get your sneakers in, boom. Look at those. I just love the reverse swoosh, man. I really do. It's crazy now because I think you can get these like under $400, maybe even under $350. And you know, everyone has their little authentication tags. You can put like your phone up to it and it just shows that it's authentic, which I'm not really too worried about. I never was too concerned about eBay's authenticity guarantee just because you always had PayPal protection. So if you got a shoe and it wasn't what you thought it would be, like you could tell it was fake off rip, then you just return it and get your money back. But it's cool. I mean, I guess anything for peace of mind. Honestly, I think right now is one of the best times to buy sneakers, and moving up towards the holidays, I would expect there to be like a huge increase in people buying sneakers as gifts, and then potentially probably dropping again in January, and then we'll kind of see what happens from there. I don't really know what to expect with the market, but I just wanted to hop on here and pretty much tell you guys, like, just don't be afraid to ask. I personally think eBay is like the best platform to buy sneakers and get the best deals. I mean, on StockX you can put in a bid, and if you're lucky, you'll hit on it. But too many times, and too many homies of mine like put in bids, and then like 3 or 4 months later, when they didn't really care about the shoe, then they hit on it and they just get charged out the blue, and maybe you ain't got the money in your account. You know what I'm saying? Like with sneakers, it's a phase. When you want them, you want them. When you don't, you just forget about them and you're really on to the next. So with those bids, it's like there could be a huge just crash and then you still overpaid. So you're really not getting a deal. There's tons of great platforms to wheel and deal. I mean, Facebook Marketplace is still doing really well. There are some Instagram pages out there, but Instagram is just a little sus because there's so many of these pages with these fake followers, and they tell you that you need to PayPal gift or Cash App only. I don't know, man. It's just real sus. eBay has always been my go-to, even back in like my early like high school days when I was a junior and senior, which was like 2013. So I hope this video provided you some type of value, or maybe I just stated the obvious. I don't know. What I do know is you need to write a list of your grails, drop a comment down below and let me know what are the top 5 sneakers that you need in your collection right now. And I mean hypothesize. Give me 5 sneakers that are under $300 that you just need right now. I have yet to try these on, so I'm looking forward to seeing how comfortable they are, because I mean, if they're not, bye, see ya. They look clean though. I mean, I highly doubt I'll see anybody in Denver rocking these, let me tell you. But anyway, thanks for dropping by. Make sure to leave a thumbs up for the daily uploads. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Run it. Hands in the air.